which has 5 components: 14, 24, 34, 44, and 54. So these are our 2 vectors. Now let's join them into matrix. We said that we have to use cbind function. Here in R, these are actually built-in functions, so we don't need to install any library or package in R. These are R-based functions, as we see here. So we use cbind. So between height and weight, we will assign these to my first matrix. So we are telling R to create a matrix by combining columns, so height and weight. R has created the matrix here. So Hédia, have a look. Let's have a look at our first matrix. We see here that our matrix has been created. Same in the global environment. You can click here also actually to have a visualization of your matrix. There is another way for creating a matrix. We said that matrices are vector with a dimension attribute. The dimension attribute are the number of columns and number of rows. So let's create an empty matrix. We call it M. We said that to create a matrix here, the second way of creating matrix, so we have to use the function matrix. We are telling R that we want a matrix having 2 rows and 3 columns. So we use n row equal to 2, n col equal to 3. Let's have a look at our matrix. So we see that it's an empty matrix since we didn't put data on it. So matrices are constructed column-wise, so entries start in the upper left corner and running down the column. So now we will add data to our matrix. How to do that? So by typing 1 column 6, actually we are telling R that we want a matrix having 2 rows, 3 columns, and having numbers from 1 to 6 on it. Let's have a visualization of our matrix. By default, matrices are constructed column-wise. If we want to construct our matrix row-wise, so we copy this and we overwrite our object M by setting by row equal to true. So here, actually, we are telling R that we want to construct a matrix row-wise. Okay, when we set by row equal to true, it means it's row-wise. Let's see the difference between the matrix we created before and this one. So here we see that the number 1, 2, 3 have been created row-wise. Okay. Let's move on to the data frame. What's a data frame actually? A data frame are tabular data objects. The good thing about data frame is that unlike a matrix in a data frame, So each column of a data frame can contain heterogeneous data. If we have a data frame, the first column can be numeric, while the second column can be character, and the third column can be logical. Okay, let's see how to create a data frame in R. So we do it by typing data.frame, which is the function we use to create a data frame. So let's set up the columns of the data frame. So let's call it gender, which is a character vector. We have male, so it will have 3 components, male, male, and female. So we have to put comma here for the data frame. We go to the next one, which is height. So when we create a vector here, we use the assignment operator. Be aware that when you create a data frame, you have to use the equal sign here. So we have the height. So this vector has 3 components. So we are creating the columns of our data frame. This is the third column of the data frame, which is weight. So we put it, we have this value in our third column. Please follow me to create this data frame. And the last column is age. So we have different value of age, 42, 38, and 26. And let's give a name to this data frame. Let's call it data. And we use the assignment operator to say that it's our data frame. Let's run our data frame. We see here that our data frame has been created. And actually, we can visualize it. We see that we have 4 columns: gender, height,